question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
He got a prayerful woman, a loving woman, and I think I got enough training for being in bed with a man. Hey, my name is Peniel. Oh my God, I can't
The name
believe
is.
this.
We got good Wi-Fi. What's going on with your Wi-Fi, babe?
Oh, okay. I think my internet is not okay. I'm in Africa. I'm in
Oh, you're
South
in
Africa.
Africa. What part of Africa are you in?
South Africa.
South.
South Africa. Yes. Okay. An African woman. Let's see how this goes. Wi-Fi may be shaky, but let's see how this goes.
Africa. Okay. All right. And your name is what, honey?
Peniel. Peniel.
Pinion.
P-E Peniel.
Pinion.
Penny.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
Okay. What do you do for a living? You're so close to the phone. Can you back up?
Okay. I'm
pretty
a pastor.
close.
You're a pastor.
Shaking. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. A pastor in Africa. Africa is very religious. So she's a pastor, so she's very religious. Not that anything is wrong with that, but with that comes some things. Okay, lifestyle. You got to look at how this relationship is going to go, and Africa is very conservative, so you got to figure that the parents and the family is going to be deep in your business. With the pastor, she ain't even the pastor's daughter, she's the pastor. So you gotta, mentally, that's where my head is going. Okay, she's super religious, she's in Africa. The entire tribe is going to be in your business. It's just is what it is. Let's go.
You're a pastor. No kids. 28. When's your birthday?
28 April.
28 what, honey, baby?
April.
28 April.
April 28th. I think that's a Taurus.
Yes.
All right, so this is Pinion?
Peniel. Peniel. Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Okay, girl, you a pastor. Have the faith of the good Lord. All right. She's in South Africa. She's in South Africa, no kids, as a pastor of Taurus. What kind of man you looking for, baby girl?
I'm looking for a good man, a kind man. I'm not looking for a lot. I just want a kind man. A man.
My question is this: you want a good man, you want a kind man. I get that. You're a pastor of a church. Are there no good, kind men at your church? If anybody can meet a nice, kind man who has your religious beliefs, it's you in your own church congregation. Has no one stepped forward and said, Madam Pastor, you are the one? How big is this church? What's the membership? I'm not, and you from miles away are on Kendra G show? Her dating show? I'm a little puzzled. Like, how does she even know Kendra has a show? Like, I know Kendra claims to be global. I get that, but I'm surprised a pastor from Africa is looking for a man on Kendra's show. I'm wondering what the deal is with that. But let's find out. Let's go in.
He has to love God because I'm a pastor of a church. My father left me with the church. He died 2 years ago. So I'm looking for someone who can support me in the work of God.
In the work of God. Okay. Well, sorry to hear about your dad.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. So you have to be. So do you want? He has to move to South Africa if he's not already in South Africa, right?
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere else. I know that many people want to go to places. I want to be in my country. I can visit other countries, but I really love being here because our church is here. We are planted here.
So she wants somebody that's willing to go to South Africa if you're not already in South Africa. Besides not being a Christian or
Not for nothing. I looked at South Africa as a destination. That's the one country where you can buy property and as a foreigner and own it outright. So that's one reason why I was looking at South Africa. Is you can as a foreigner, as a U.S. citizen, you can go there and own land just outright. And that was a very attractive thing for me. So I was like, oh man, it had much little to do with finding a woman or a wife or anything. It was more about owning land there. That was my biggest draw because I was researching all the countries that you can own land in. That was one of them. There are a couple others, but yeah, that was on my list to go to. Just saying. Anyway, let's go.
or believing in God. You have any other deal breakers?
No deal breaker. I don't want a man who smokes and drinks because I don't. At least, yeah.
Okay, you don't want a man that smokes and drinks?
I don't want that. But if he does that, I don't know, we can work around it. He just has to be like a godly man because he represents me. I mean, if my husband goes out drinking and they say like pastor's husband is drunk, it's gonna look weird. So
that's why you representing her, so
Understandable.
you can't be out there drinking in the streets. Could he have kids already?
no, I don't have kids.
Could the guy have kids already?
Yes, no problem. I can be a stepmother.
Give you a stepmother.
Do you want kids?
All right, stop moving. Give you a stepmother.
Do you want kids?
All right,
I'm shaking.
I know you're shaking. If you can move back a little bit, that would be great for us because you're so close to the phone.
Okay.
All right. So what's the age range you want to do? You're 28.
Yes. Ooh. Maybe I should move. I don't know. Let me go to the sitting room. I don't know what to do.
Well, is it close by?
Yes, it's close. Let me go there because it looks much better there. I'm so nervous.
In the meantime, what's the age range you want to date? You're 28.
Any age. I'm fine with any age. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Kendra. I was not ready.
Nobody ever is for some reason.
Oh my God. Any age is okay for me.
Any age is okay. Okay.
So a 90-year-old guy.
Yourself?
I do. I want kids. I want kids so bad. It's just that we believe in sex before marriage is a sin. So I was told that I must wait.
Okay, we're trying to get her phone together. You gotta set the phone down. Is there a light? We need better light than that, boo.
I'm shaking, Kendra. I'm shaking. Can you see?
Okay. Yes, this is perfect.
Yes.
All right. So you mentioned this. So are you a virgin?
Well, let me explain.
That's a no. You gotta give the explanation.
The pastor.
I was engaged 7 years ago, and then me and my fiance made a mistake. We decided to go into it, and we were really reprimanded and rebuked for it. Our marriage didn't work. And then after that, I was told that, okay, now that you're no longer married, you have to just stay single, stay celibate until you get married. So if I meet a man, if he seems serious, then we can work around it.
Okay. So I'm sad. So you had
Work
sex when you
around
were
it? What does that
engaged. You
mean?
got married, and you guys got divorced.
I was not married. Like married was just an engagement.
So
We were
because you
planning to
guys,
get
so
married.
did you guys not get married because you had sex?
We made a mistake. So it didn't work because we actually didn't do things the right way. But at the same time, we were still young. I was 23. I was 22. So I didn't really know what I was doing. We just
23, 22. You know, I find it funny that um I don't know. 23, 22, that's an adult. It seems like women think that 23 and 22 is young for relationships, but they feel like it's you can't tell them nothing when they talking to their parents. It's like I'm grown now at 18, but I'm too young at 23. It's almost like it's like I don't know, maybe they trying to find their adulthood. I don't know, but I've seen kids as young as 18 say, I'm grown now, I can do whatever I want to do. And they, go out and make a whole bunch of mistakes at the same time. When they look back on those mistakes, it was, well, I was young. I was only 23, 34, I was still young. Like, I just, it kind of is a bit of a, I don't want to say a pet peeve. It's just an annoyance. Like, you're 23. That's old enough to know what you do. Your father was a pastor, so you should have been ready for marriage at 23. He should have guided you throughout your childhood up into your adulthood. 23 is not young if you have guidance, especially a guidance of a pastor who had a church that left you. You should have been ready. I'm a little puzzled by that, especially, in Africa. I'm not saying that, they do everything by the letter and all this, that, and the third, but at the same time, it's like your father was a pastor. I don't care where he lives on the planet. If your father is a pastor and he has a daughter and you're 23 and you're like, you should be well versed in everything. I do kind of expect that more in Africa because marriage is a big deal in Africa. Marriage is a thing where sometimes money is exchanged. So I would expect her to be more ready around that age. I mean, look, not for nothing, African women got married in some parts of Africa a lot younger than 23. So I'm expecting her to be a little more ready for that transition. So I'm not really buying the whole "I was too young at 23" story. I can't see that being a real thing, really, because your pastor father should have got you ready for that long before 23. Anyway, let's go in. That's just my rant. Let's go in.
playing around. Thank God we didn't make a baby because we knew that we have to use protection. But yeah, I'm not a virgin. But
Okay.
if I get a nice man, we can do something there.
You can't make this shit up, folks. You cannot make this shit up.
Okay.
See, not see. That's this is the part I'm not understanding. What do you mean we can do something? I mean, just say it. We could, if you get a man, we can smash. Or are you talking about we got to wait until marriage, or we can, get some of that stuff done before marriage. I think she said something like she didn't want to do it before marriage, but um, I don't know. She not really being too clear on that because she didn't say when I get married. She said when I get a man. Okay, I'm listening very closely. And that's why I'm like, okay, when you get a man or when you get married. So I think she's ready. But anyway, let's go in.
I'm gonna respect you because you a pastor, so I won't go no deeper. But you did make some motions, child. So we'll leave it at that. All right. Pinion, does he have to look a certain way?
I love tall guys. He can look any. I don't care about the looks, honestly. I just care about the heart. So he can look anyhow, it's fine as long as he's not like really ugly, because I want nice kids.
So you said as long as he's not ugly because you want nice looking kids?
Yes, like I don't like bullying, so I just really want you need to mix with someone who can make nice kids. I mean, to avoid bullying at school, at least get someone who is good looking or average looking for the sake of the children, right? I don't know. But
wow, you really went all the way there with this. So you're saying you don't want ugly kids because you don't want them to get bullied. Well, beautiful kids get bullied too, though, because of jealousy. So bullying can happen whether you're ugly or not.
Yeah, okay, let me just say any kind of man is fine for me.
No, listen, you can stick with you want an attractive guy. That's fine. I was just saying, and I remember in high school, actually, sometimes the prettier girls got bullied because, there was jealousy around them. But we'll keep going. All right, does the guy got to make a certain amount of money, Pinion?
No, I don't. No, it doesn't have to make a certain amount of money. I do work as well. I'm a pastor. My salary is not that big, but he can make any amount of money. It's okay.
Okay, it's okay. All right, so this is Pinion, 28, no kid.
Clearly, she is not from the West. She is not a Western woman. He can look any kind of way. He can make whatever he make. Okay, he just has to have a good heart. And she don't want ugly kids. I get it. But don't look like she's asking for much. And but you gotta love the Lord, and you have to move to South Africa to be with her. And you have to have a good heart. And that other stuff, she wants to get that in. I don't know if she want to wait for marriage for it. She didn't specify that too much, but yeah, I think she's ready. She's simmering right now. Anyway, let's go in.
Is a pastor, tourist, and you say he doesn't have to be in South Africa, but he has to be willing to come to South Africa.
Yes.
Okay, because she's not leaving. She pastors a church there. All right, give us the Kendrick Kim. That's when we see your full body.
Okay, can I please put on a towel because I was wearing like a short tight?
Sure, go ahead. Yes, okay.
You can. Please give me a minute.
Okay. Only because you work with the Lord, child. I'm being as patient as I can be with you. Because I don't want no backlash from God, child.
I thank God you're patient with me. Like, I'm sorry, I'm going to get a towel now.
She's going to get a towel. She is a pastor of a church in South Africa. So she's 28. If you didn't know, she has no kids. She's waiting for marriage. Oh, 8,600 people. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Pinion. Now, where the hell is towel at?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Okay.
I don't know if putting in a towel is a good idea.
No, it's fine with me.
The towel is too small.
The towel's too small? How's the towel too small? Pinion, what did you have on? Did you not have no pants on?
I had it.
Okay. Oh,
I'm covered up.
Okay. All right, you got to bring it up a little bit so we can see if. Okay. All right.
Okay, let me put it up here.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
can't really see me, right?
Okay. We saw the half and now we see the top. Okay. We gonna live
Oh
with
my
this.
God.
All right, Pena. When was your last relationship?
Okay. My last relationship was,
Beyonce?
I think, last month. Yeah.
Last month. Okay. And
Mhm.
you haven't had sex in years?
I haven't had sex in 7 years.
7 years. Okay. And just to be clear, you're
Wow.
waiting for your wedding night to be intimate in that way again, correct?
Um,
She's not a virgin, but she's probably a born again virgin. I don't know. And she's a pastor, so she probably is. Anyway, let's go in.
we'll see.
Okay.
We'll
All right.
see.
We'll
Because
see.
I believe that if we engaged and our families know each other, and then he paid lobola, we can work around. I don't want to be too difficult. I don't want to be too difficult, but I don't want to be too.
Oh, those are magical words to a man's ears. What? I don't want to be too difficult. I don't want to be too difficult. I don't know. I don't know about y'all. That got to me. I love that phrase. Anyway, let's go in.
Easy. You know.
What does pay la bala mean?
A bride price where you pay a little bit of money to introduce yourself to the family of the girl.
So she don't care how much money you make, but you gotta pay that bride price. That's a different thing in Africa. But here's my whole thing about that. My thing is this: if I pay a bride price, you have to guarantee me you raised her to be a wife. That I don't have no problem paying a bride price, but you have to demonstrate that she has wife skills. She wants to be a wife. She knows, she loves being a wife, a mother, a helpmeet, and she has the experience. That's how she was raised. I don't want to pay a bride price for a woman who is not really a bride. Now, I'm not saying that's her, but I'm saying I need to see her, like this whole thing with her father and her getting, with this guy at 23. I need to see, I need to talk to the family. I need to say, look, I need to know that she was raised to be a bride, to be a wife, because I'm paying good money for a wife. I'm not paying for someone who wants to, divorce, or is feminist, or she got her own thing and she don't like she don't come off to me to be that kind of feminist woman. She don't want to be difficult, stuff like that. So it's looking good to me so far. But just for future reference, if I pay a bride price, I don't have no problem with that. But I want a wife for a bride price. You have to guarantee me, like, her Carfax, her wife fax needs to be dope. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's go in.
Oh, so that's how it works in South Africa. He has to pay to meet your family?
Yes.
Oh, so how, so you date and then he has to pay to meet the family? Ooh, we need that rule in America, honey.
Yeah, we need that rule in America because I would say bring it to America. Bring it to America, that bride price. But here's the thing. These expensive wedding rings, hang that up. These expensive weddings and all that, hang all that stuff up. Now, which one? Because let me tell you, you're getting the bride price with the ring and the wedding. Okay, you're getting the bride price when he buys the house or the cars or whatever, which is what I did. I no man is going into a wedding without paying something. I don't care if it's in Africa or in America. But they switched it up in America by getting a fat engagement ring for the women. So a lot of that money goes on the ring, but in Africa it goes on cows, goats, whatever, or just monetary money for the family. But make no mistake, no man is getting off anywhere. Okay, they just transferred it from one thing to another. Anyway, let's go in.
We need that. We need. But just real quick, I'm just curious. I love to speak to people in different cultures. Explain how that works. So every guy that meets a woman that's dating, he pays. Like, how does it work?
Okay, so you go to the family and say, I want to get married to your daughter. They give you an amount that you have to pay in order to take their daughter. So it differs with the girls. Some girls are expensive, some girls are cheap. So it depends on the family and how they charge you, and you look at the pocket of the man. So if it
Now that is very interesting. Some of the girls are expensive, and some of them are bargain price cheap. Like, I mean, it's a sale. It's clearance. They clearance. Their own clearance. Like, if you're a female, how would you feel if you're like dirt cheap? It has to do something to their mentality, I would think. Like, they would, like, because that's considered your value. Now let's think about what will knock down the value of a woman. Let's say, for instance, if she's not a virgin, bling, that knocks down your bride price. If she is not, she wasn't raised to be a wife, bling, that knocks down your bride price. If she is a feminist, bling, that knocks it down even more. Bling, if she got kids already, automatically knocks down your bride price. Women in America can take a lesson from this structure, okay? Because they actually put a monetary value on this stuff. They don't do that in America. For whatever reason, in America, everything goes. You can have 1,000 babies and you still think you high value woman. Not in Africa. That don't fly, okay? Because all of these things that you're proud about here, that's not going to work there. It's going to knock down your bride price there. If you already got, like I said, all of those things, got kids, not a virgin, not a wife, feminist, just hard to get along with, not very attractive, all these things can knock down your price. So keep that in mind, ladies, because really that value is not just in Africa. It's in America too. You just don't know it. Anyway, let's go in.
he looks like a rich man, we charge him more money.
Wow.
So would you be considered an expensive girl?
When my father was still alive, he didn't charge that guy a lot of money. He charged him like little money because he said he's not selling me. And the guy was a pastor, so the guy didn't have money. So my father was like considering the fact that he's still young, he doesn't have money. So yeah.
And I bet you that guy was from South Africa, probably African. But let the American man go over there. Let the American man go over there. The price is gonna skyrocket.
He ain't lying.
Okay, her father is not alive anymore either. She didn't never mention her mother. And like she said, if they look at you as being a rich guy, now they're gonna automatically think you rich if you're American. So if you American, you go over there, your price is gonna be through the roof. You're gonna pay probably 10 times what that other guy paid. Just saying. Just keep that in mind.
But now, girlfriend, you need to go for a high price, okay? You a whole pastor,
Okay.
you hold down the church. I'm gonna need you to you expensive now, okay?
Okay.
Look at this. You expensive now. Everybody just raise up your prices. Everybody is overpriced. Girl, you cause you a pastor at a church, that makes you more expensive. Why? Why does that make her more expensive? Cause she a pastor at a church. She got a job. Okay, that's great. But me as a man, I don't care about your job. I care about how good of a wife you are. This is what I mean by that feminism being spread from the West to Africa. I've seen it, and I'm seeing it here in real time. Feminism being spread right here. You a pastor now. You got a job. Your price is skyrocketed. Like, cut it out. This is feminism being spread all around the world, especially in Africa, in real time. That's why I say, if you're an American guy, you want an African woman, you better go there now, because they flipping these women tens of, probably thousands every day. So you gotta go there and put your bid in before they flip all the women to feminists. I'm just saying, let's go in.
Thank you so much.
Listen. Why do you think you're single? 9,000 people on the check-in. I think this might be the highest we've ever had. 9,000 people on the Facebook check-in. This is amazing. So I am very excited. Thank you for the 9,000 people checked in.
Kendra.
She's in South Africa. So, okay, so why do you think you're single, Opinion?
Because I'm single because like I decided to serve God and be celibate. I'm looking for a man who can be able to deserve my body. So if that man deserves to be with me, that man won my heart, and he did win a treasure, because I'm a good woman. But at the same time, I don't even know why I'm single. I really want a relationship, but you can't marry yourself, and you can't date yourself. So I'm looking for love, open for love.
Okay.
So yeah.
Real quick, I want to clarify something, because somebody said Kendra's telling her to prostitute herself. No, if you're just tuning in, she's in South Africa, and she explained to us how her culture works. And the way she explained it to us is that when a man wants to marry a woman, he has to make an offering to the family. So I was telling her, and she said there's some women that are not that expensive. There's some women who are expensive. And because of all that I believe she brings as a pastor to a church, she should not be an easy commodity. I think you should be, whatever the scale is. So was it?
But you don't know what the scale is. So why are you trying to jack up her price just because she got a job at a church? I mean, that's just feminist stuff. It just is. I mean, let's just be honest about it. Her own father didn't charge much for her. Her own father, who knows way more about her than you, Kendra. And he knew that she would be the pastor one day. But you want to sit up here with your Western feminist ideology and jack her price up. That's why the caller said that, she's trying to prostitute her or something. I don't agree with that. But what I'm saying is, you don't know how it works in Africa. Her own father set the price. I want to know what he said. That's what I want to know. I want to know what that price was that her father said. I'll gladly pay that, whatever it is. But just because I'm American, or just because she became the pastor, don't mean her price automatically get jacked up. As a matter of fact, she's older now than when her father offered that price at 23. She's 28 now? So she's 5 years older than that now. So, jack her price up for what? Because she got a job? Anyway, let's go in.
It's not prostitution. We've been educated by her how it works in South Africa. Last question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
He got a prayerful woman, a loving woman, and I think I got enough training for being in bed with a man. We get trained and groomed how to please a man. So
wow. Let me pause it right there. Okay. Now we get into it. So she has been trained to be a wife, because a lot of African women get trained on how to please their man, not only domestically, but in the bedroom too. And she got that. look at Kendra's face. She like, what? She don't want to say that, but okay. So the bride price to me makes sense in her case. So I think she was trained to be a wife because she got the wife skills. I'm curious to say what she say after this though. Let's go back in.
I'm going to treat him like a king, and I am submissive.
Oh my goodness.
And she is submissive. All right, let's do it. This is
Oh
Pinion
my
in South
goodness.
Africa, 28, no kids. She's a pastor, a Taurus. She is clear that if you're not in South Africa, you have to come to South Africa because she's not trying to leave her country. Give them your Facebook page.
Miss Penny Sampson.
Okay, Miss Penny. It's going to be tagged, child. I'm not even going to pretend that I can say it. Listen, I appreciate the educational lesson of your culture. I really.
All right, and there you have it, Pinnell. Very interesting woman, African woman. As long as you melanated, I rock with you. I love African American women. I understand their plight. I love African women too. I understand their plight. And I don't know though. For you know, I do like the way that Africa does things. I do. When I went there, I seen a lot of family and stuff like that, and the family structure was intact. So all that being said, let me give her a ranking. Check this out. And there you have it. She was she was she was a nice young lady. I can't even front. All that being said, let me go ahead and rank her. I give her face a 7. As for her body, she did show her body with the body cam and everything. I gave her body about a 7.5. I know she had the towel wrapped around her and everything, but it still looked pretty good. As for her personality, she did have a little mishap with, her fiance and all that, but I'm not gonna knock her for that. I've seen a lot worse. Okay. And I know she's a preacher, but I gave her personality a 9. All right. And all of that is for a total of 24.5 points. I think that she is a pretty big high draft pick because she for the most part is untouched, or she's not a virgin, she's a born again pretty much. I mean, she's a preacher, and she have been raised with wife skills, and she it's funny that her father was going to give her away at a discount, but she still has been raised to be a wife, and she wants to be one. She wants to have kids, so she pretty much have all of the package. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Y'all tell me in the comments. Hit that like, share, and subscribe too. All right, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.